Recently, I've been getting a lot of DMs on Instagram about people saying, Radies, what are you doing? What are you doing during this recession, during this quarantine period? What preventive measures are you taking? How are you going about things? And in this video, I'm gonna explain exactly what I'm doing, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot of insights in this. So make sure you stick around and watch the whole video, and I'm curious to get your guys' opinion too. So down below, leave a comment. What are you guys doing differently? How are you shifting? How are you adapting? Are you investing in certain things? What are you doing? Let me know down below, and let's share some ideas. So as you guys already should know, I am a real estate agent by trade, and recently I started a real estate agent team. So it was pretty much a business model where I would be doing a lot of the marketing for the team, and my team members, they'd be doing a lot of the real estate agent related stuff, so like the contracts, the showings, all that type of stuff, and I would just be the mastermind of the marketing. And it was a business model that I really enjoyed and I thought would do really well for me, because I really like to do marketing as well as content and all that type of stuff. That's kind of my forte, as opposed to sales is something that I'm still working on, still getting better with, but I do recognize my strength in marketing and my weakness in sales. So I decided, hey, what if I just got a bunch of agents to work, with me? And notice how I said with me and not for me, but why don't I have them work with me, and why don't I do the marketing, they do the closing? And it was a business model that, again, would have worked well for everyone, but the problem is this. Obviously, it's really hard to sell a house right now. With this whole quarantine in check and this whole quarantine thing and coronavirus and whatever, it's like literally hard to sell a house. Like people aren't wanting to leave their house. There are being, houses sold, and there are people buying houses now, but it's hard. It's hard, and it's something where I'm not really in a position to really excel in, right? So, for example, there are going to be people that excel. The top 1% of agents, they're still going to be doing amazingly well. But with that being said, someone like me who literally just started a team, like literally, if you go on my Instagram page, I think I literally started this at the start of March. If you go there and you see that everything is done new, we have new, like all new marketing, a lot of new things, and pretty much it's like a startup. And we literally, like, the timing on it is insane because we started, we got, like I have an agent under me already, we have contracts signed, we have a lot of the marketing kind of already created, and it was literally just a matter of pushing the go button and pouring money into the marketing. And literally just before all this started, boom, the coronavirus kicked in, and yeah, it's been weird ever since. So how am I adapting? What am I doing differently? So for full disclosure, I do not, and I do not have a large cash position. So I'm not sitting on a lot of cash, I'm not very liquid, and I'm not ready to jump into investments. With that being said, that is completely different for a lot of people. And again, full disclosure, I am 19 years old, very young, and yeah, I have not had like a 9 to 5 job for a long time. I've had a 9 to 5 job for about a month, and for the most part, I have made all my money through entrepreneurial ways. So again, I do not have a cash position. I have a lot of expenses as well. Just my real estate license alone, it costed $5,000, and I got that at April of last year. And in total, again, $5,000 with no help from parents, no financial aid from banks or like OSAP or anything like that. Everything was done on my own. So with that being said, again, I'm not sitting on a lot of cash. So it kind of dawned upon me like, okay, well, if I'm not going to be a real estate agent for however long this quarantine period lasts, I need to adapt. I need to do something differently. With that being said, I have been making, money to survive off my Instagram page, which if you haven't already checked out the video, I talk about how I've made over $10,000 with my Instagram page, so go check that out. But other than that income, that's not really like, yeah, cool. I'll be making, a tiny amount of money, but I need to understand that I need to spend my time doing other things, right? Like the way with making money on Instagram, as my brand grows and I get more followers, more views, etc., my income grows as well. But again, that's not really control. That's kind of how it kind of just grows organically, right? So I needed to, start a new business. And again, I made a video on 3 business models or 3 ways to make money during a quarantine and recession. And that's pretty much what I looked into. So I looked into Forex trading, and I thought, you know what, I'll have to learn this, and I need a decent amount of capital to make really good money. I have traded before, and I saw a 50% ROI in a few months. But again, for me, I really decided that it wouldn't really make sense for me to really trade if I don't have a lot of capital. I looked at e-commerce, and again, it's more of a long-term play. And for me, I will still be a real estate agent, and I will still start a real estate team, but just for the time being, I need to take some time off. So I realized if I was going to get into e-com, I would have to do it long term, and it would just be something that I don't want to get into because I know that later on it's going to just be a hassle and it's just going to be something that I don't enjoy doing. So again, I looked at social media marketing agency, and as you guys have already known, I said previously in this video, I really like marketing. So I said, you know what, there's this guy I follow on Instagram. He has an email marketing course, and this course literally teaches how to build an email marketing agency. And this guy, I consider him my mentor at this point, has made over $70,000 in one single month. So I said, you know what, this guy knows the formula. He's doing it right. He's already making money. He's also my age. Why don't I buy into his course? So I invested $1,000 into his course, and again, I did not have a heavy cash position. So even that $1,000 was me taking a huge risk. Like that was me literally saying, okay, you know what, I'm going all in on something. So enrolled into the course, and that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. So I have started an email marketing agency, and this is something that I know that it is a good way to make money. Again, I'm not going to get too into the business model because I've already made a video on that, but pretty much I just found that, I needed to do something different. I needed to make money from home. I needed to make money online. I need to start an online business. And yes, in a way, my Instagram page is an online business, but to be honest, that is not going to be making me a lot of money within the next few weeks. As opposed to starting a whole agency, that will make me a lot of money in a few weeks, or, it has the potential to. And again, a lot of people will find different things, right? Like, so for example, if I was sitting on, let's just say like 5 figures worth of cash, I would have probably just gone into Forex trading. I probably wouldn't have started the email marketing agency. Again, I'm not 100% sure because I don't have that money, so I don't really like to speculate and talk about things, like shoulda, woulda, coulda. I don't believe in that type of stuff. But with that being said, it's just important that you adapt very fast. So like I said, I literally thought about it for a few days. I'll be honest, right? Like when this whole quarantine thing started, I took a few days off and I was like really just doing nothing, like just kind of chilling, kind of relaxing, kind of just thinking about things, right? After that, I decided to really break it down and see what business model and what venture should I pursue next. After figuring out that I wanted to do email marketing, I enrolled in a course and instantly I went all in. And that's pretty much what I'm doing a lot of with my time. So if you guys want to even see more videos about email marketing and how I go about starting an email marketing agency, let me know as well, because I'm more than happy to do that. But and here's another thing I want to talk about. So a lot of people are like, Radies, like do you feel bad that you don't have cash to really invest because a lot of stocks are discounted? So like I said, a lot of stocks are discounted, and this would be a great time in my opinion as an investor to buy low and sell high in the future. So Radies, like you're not able to buy, like what are you feeling? And to be honest, here's the reason why I really don't care. The reason I really don't care is because we've been on a bull run for 12 years. The last time we had a recession was in 2008, and ever since then it's taken us 12 years to see another recession. And again, I do believe we're at the start of a recession. And here's the thing. Knowing that we've been on a bull run for 12 years, let's just say the average bull run is, I believe it is actually 10 years. Every 10 years, we're supposed to see a recession. But let's just say, for example, there's a range of 8 to 12 years. So if we see a recession in 2020 and we get back to normal in, let's say, 2021, 2022, from that period onwards, we then have 8 to 12 years of straight green, straight growth and prosperity. Think of how much money there is to be made in those 8 to 12 years. Again, forget investing, forget doing all that stuff. Imagine 8 to 12 years of business growth when it is expected to grow and go green and only go up. For me, that's what I'm looking at. Again, I'm not worried about this recession and not capitalizing in this recession. What I'm focused on is, instead of the recession, I'm focused on the 8 to 12 years of green that we are about to see. Even if it's 5 years. Again, I've only been an entrepreneur like professionally and taking it seriously full time for about a year and a half now. With that being said, if I'm gonna see, if I've already seen this much growth as I've already seen, I'm only going to see way more after when we see this 8 to 12 year bull run. And that's just a mindset shift I need everyone to really take in and understand. Remember, focusing on the negative is only going to attract more negativity into you. You need to be focusing on the positive and looking at things from the brighter side and the bigger picture. Again, yes, I don't have cash. Yes, I would love to have some extra cash right now to invest into stocks. Like, I know Disney is super cheap. I just know a lot of stocks are extremely undervalued right now from where they will be in the future. And again, like, this isn't really me speculating or anything. It's just common sense. This is how a recession works. People become millionaires, and millionaires are made during a recession. And again, I really want to emphasize that yes, that is a fact, but it is also a fact that after this recession, we will see 8 to 12 years or whatever the number is of straight growth, straight green, straight abundance and prosperity. And that's what I really want you guys to prepare for. If you guys, not even if, whether you guys have a lot of cash or not, that's something you need to be prepared for and something that you really need to capitalize with. Given that this quarantine period lasts, let's just say a few more months, what I'll be doing is I'll still have my marketing agency, but at that point I'll be wanting to outsource a lot of things. So again, right now I'm doing all the work myself, and it's just me and my agency. We are really just, doing things. Like, it's just like, it's work. Like, it's a lot of work. But I don't want to be doing all that work, right? And even my mentor, I know he outsources a lot of things, like the emails, for example. I'll be honest, guys, like when all this is over, I don't want to be writing the damn emails myself. I want to outsource it. And with that being said, I do think that, outsourcing is going to be something that is very important for me and my email marketing agency. And again, with that being said, after this is over, I will definitely be outsourcing things and I will be going back into real estate. I want to create a legacy, and real estate and my real estate team / brokerage that I will hopefully create sometime soon, that is what's going to take me to 6 figures to 7 figures, right? And here's the way I look at it. If my marketing agency scales to 6 figures a year, which I'm pretty sure it will, when that does happen, there's no point of me being a real estate agent. What's the point of getting on to a 6-figure agency and a 6-figure income stream to just replace it or just to go into another 6-figure income stream? It does not make sense. So for me, if my agency is already doing 6 figures a year, even if it's doing high 5 figures, there is literally no need for me to become a real estate agent. So that's when I'll kind of shift and just go into building the real estate team, the real estate empire, which I have so much things to talk about. A lot of things that I can't even say, and a lot of things that were supposed to happen now that, again, hasn't happened yet because of this whole coronavirus bullshit. But regardless, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Remember, down below, I want you to let me know with what you are doing during this recession. Hit me up in the comments and hit me up in the DMs, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks and goodbye.